I put together 3 different cooking kits that you could easily replicate depending on your needs. So let's check them out. Alright, like I said in the intro, I put together 3 different kits. Now all 3 of these kits are vastly different, as you can see, not only in size, but the different types of items that they contain. So basically we got your kit for your solo traveler, your minimalist, somebody who doesn't want to pack too much. This will be an ideal kit for you. Then we got more of a 2-person kit. Now this will be better for someone with a large pack that doesn't mind carrying a little extra weight and to have a little extra conveniences that the minimalist won't have. And the third kit, obviously a lot bigger. Now this is for a vehicle. It contains a lot of larger items that these folks that would carry this would say is a luxury. But we'll break down each kit and go over it right now. Alright, we got our minimalist kit here. Very small, compact, wouldn't take up very much space no matter where you put it. Ideally, this is going to go in a backpack. It's pretty simple, very basic. There's no thrills about it. It is what it is, and it'll get the job done, but maybe not to the best ability like some of the other kits. But anyway, the cup itself is from Pathfinder, Dave Canterbury. Very nice cup, stainless steel. It's got drainage holes on the lid. Attached to the lid, I have a Kershaw spork. It's yes, it's a very small utensil. It's not going to be the greatest, like I said, but it will get the job done. I just attached it to the lid there. Inside, we have some fuel for our stove. We got quite a bit of it. And I also have more fuel in a baggie that I would also include in the pack, in my backpack. Next up, a little squeeze bottle. You can put oil in this, olive oil, peanut oil, or you could even mix some seasoning in there, some salt and pepper. I mean, if you dumped it out in your hand and sprinkled it over your food, that'd be perfectly fine. But that's a convenient way to carry a little flavor or non-stick ability. And lastly, there's this little S-bit folding stove. And that's basically it. It'll get the job done. It's not going to be fancy. It requires fuel, but you could also, if you ran out, you can stick little twigs in here and things, or use your fire starting. Like if you had a tinder grenade that would burn for several minutes, you could add something like that in there. So that's the minimalist kit. Now we'll move on to the next one. All right, so our next kit, a little bit bigger, and I got it stored in a dry bag. That's to keep everything nice and preserved, keep the weather off of it, things like that. Now, this is a larger item, so I'm going to set it down on the ground and remove items one at a time and talk about it. All right, first up, just your basic towel. Very important item to have. I mean, even when I cook at the house, I got a towel over my shoulder just to wipe my hands, keep everything a little bit more hygienic. So a towel is always a good thing to have in your kit. We got an upgrade on the utensils for this one. We got 2 titanium spoons or sporks. This one is by Mountain House, and this one is by Gerber, which also includes this, which lets you rest it on the side of your pot, so the end of your spoon won't fall in there. Plus, it has a can opener. It's always good to have multi-use items in kits. Next up, a container of Coleman butane. That's going to be for our little Primus stove here. These are great. Small and compact. You screw this part down on the gas canister first. Screw it all the way on there. Make sure it's in the off position. And then attach your burner. So that's great to have. Very quick, efficient. If If you want to get a pot of water boiling really fast, that's a good way to do it. We also have this little kit here that just provides you with like a plate bowl so you can eat out of. You can use the lid as a bowl too, so two people could comfortably eat and not have to share out of the pot or something like that. Also a cutting board. So little things like this are great to have in your kit, just to make eating a little bit more convenient, especially if you want to share. Next up, another bottle. This one has peanut oil in it. I already mentioned that, so I won't go over it again. And our last item in this kit is one of my favorite, the solo stove. All right, so if you don't know, the solo stove, it comes all in together in one kit. The stove right here, which operates 100% on little twigs. This is a very efficient stove. It's like, I guess, a rocket stove in a way. I think that's what it's technically called. And it's a great pot that goes on top with the lid. So it's basically using free fuel. And obviously this can also be used with the burner as well. All right, but this is a great kit for up to 2 people. It's something that takes up a little bit more room. So if you have like a larger bug out bag or pack, this would be something that you might want to consider. And I really like the stoves that run off solely twigs. Obviously you could put anything in there, but all you need is some twigs and a way to get it started, and you're good to go. I've even fried up fish using this before. All right, so that's the medium kit. Now we'll put all this back and talk about our last one. All right, so now we got our last kit. Now just keep it in this Sterilite plastic container with a removable lid. Works great for what I need it to, and I can store pretty well everything I need in here. But since it's big, we'll set it on the ground just like the last one and talk about each item. All right, so obviously the first item is I have this 2-burner gas-powered stove. Now, it don't fit in the kit, but I would just throw this in the back of the vehicle along with this, and that's how I'm going to do the majority of my cooking. And since I have that, I also have plenty of camping gas. I have several more of these. These are the only 2 that would fit inside of this particular container, but I would also stock my vehicle with all of these that I have as well. And for our utensils, we have 2 titanium Mountain House forks again. For cooking purposes, I have a pair of tongs and a spatula. See, we're getting real fancy in this kit, folks. Also have a small fillet knife. It's very sharp. I have more oil. In this kit, and honestly probably the medium kit too, I would include some seasonings. I have a mix of salt, pepper, garlic here. It's an equal portion of all of it. And in order to keep moisture out of this, I put rice in it so it doesn't clump up and it stays nice and fresh. So definitely adding seasoning obviously makes food taste better. And this kit is all about being as close to being home as possible. Next up, again, we got another towel. Always great to have. All right, then I got this. This is just a cheap little thing from Walmart. This is what I would actually use as a plate. So you could have a plate for 2 different people. You could even store any leftovers in it. So that's a good item to have, I think. You don't have to have a metal one. You could use, like the last kit had a plastic little eating kit. So you could go that route as well. This is just what I happen to choose for this kit. All right, now we're going to talk about cooking. Again, we got another Pathfinder item. This is a skillet with a lid and a folding handle. Lid comes off. It's, what is that? 8 to 10 inches, something like that. But this has a heavy duty bottom, so it'll retain a little bit of heat, which is always good for cooking. Now it is stainless, so you will need to oil it up, in my experience with cooking with stainless. But that's a great little pan. Again, you can put the lid back on, store some leftovers in it. All right, and our last item up is this little Stanley kit. Got a removable lid with also drain holes, so you could, if you're making some pasta or something, just drain it out without removing the lid. Inside of here, I just got some measuring cups, a measuring cup and teaspoon, tablespoon. This did not come with it. It's just a cheap cup that came with a bread maker that I have actually. And inside of here are 2 bowls for eating out of again. So we got 2 bowls and 2 plates. And then a nice size cooking pot for the stove. This is great. It's got measurements on it, so you know how much water to put in. Say you got a freeze-dried meal, you can use this to estimate how much water you need to put in there if this ain't sufficient enough. So that's always nice to have because you don't want to have too much or too less water when you're cooking some of those meals. All right, so there you have it. Those are the 3 kits that I put together with the items that I had on hand. You can use this video and the information you gathered from it to help create your own kit. Everything here is pretty affordable, so it's not going to break the bank. The most expensive item is probably that solo stove, which I don't know exactly how much, but it's probably between $60, $70, something like that. All of these items are easily attainable. They're relatively low maintenance. There's nothing extremely heavy like a cast iron or anything like that. Although that would be pretty great to just take your cast iron, throw it over the fire, and go that way. But that's a whole different type of thing than we're talking about in this video. All right, but hopefully this video had some valuable information for you. Maybe share it out. Maybe it has some valuable information for somebody that you know. And they could watch it, learn from it, and decide the pros and cons of each type of kit and build their kit based around that and whatever's best for them. But that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching the video. Be sure to hit like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. And remember, be ready.